Good Friday morning, y'all. I hope you guys are doing well. We are finally able to take a breath from the Black Friday sale. We got everything out yesterday. You're seeing this on Friday morning if everything is right. Everything went out, shipped. The last of the packages shipped yesterday, which was pretty much a full week that we were going. Well, I guess we really started ramping up Friday morning, but anyway, it was incredible. You guys are so we're so grateful for all of your support and buying stuff from us. We so appreciate you. It was a crazy week, but we got through it. We're all still a little tired, but we're getting by just fine. But I wanted to get a video to you this morning. No Zoom, obviously. It's just me. And I want to announce no live tonight, and I'll tell you why in just a second. But a while back, I made a sign, and I'll put the video on here that Vicky and I worked on a project, and it was a two-sided serving tray. It said Gills and Thrills logo on one side, and it said Fins and Feathers logo on the other side. It was quite a challenge. It was a serving board that was reversible, had handles and feet. Anyway, I'll put the what video it was. It was a series of videos. That was actually for a friend of mine, Clay Guida, who is a UFC fighter, and we there's kind of a backstory. Ryan contacted them when he was in California. Clay was over there with his buddy Chad Mendez, and Ryan made them signs for these their businesses. They are now hunting and fishing guides kind of thing, and that's what Gills and Thrills, Fins and Feathers. Anyway, Clay loved it. I made this serving tray for a friend of his, Mike Papa, who is kind of their PR guy, him and Chad. And I've talked to Mike on the phone several times, and Mike loved it, and everybody just loved it. In fact, it went on the fishing trip that my buddy Patrick went on a couple months ago, I guess about a month and a half ago, that Ryan and I were scheduled to go on, but Ryan got COVID-19, and so we had to cancel out, but Patrick went. Anyway, long story, but anyway, I have an opportunity. Ryan and Patrick's my buddy Patrick and his son are all going to meet up in Las Vegas tonight, and we're Clay Guida, who I've talked about here, has a fight on Saturday night, and we're going up to the fight. We're watching it. We can't be in the arena because of the thing, but we're going to be watching it. We got invited to kind of a watch party with all of his relatives and close friends and stuff. And so what this video is I made a sign for Clay, and I want to show you what I came up with. So this is a picture of Clay, who is a true American patriot, and so I put together this. Vicky helped me with the resin part of it. I put together this board, and I wanted to kind of go over some details, some things on here that's a little bit different than what we normally do. So first of all, it's maple. It's wormy maple or ambrosia maple. These are leftover pieces off of Vicky's table base, actually. So I glued it up together, decided to do it vertical. It's 16 by 20. I glued it up, and then I obviously carved this, and these are 2-inch and 1-inch Clarendon letters. And this is a picture that we printed out. Is it still okay? That we printed out, because I'm kind of moving it a little bit. We printed out, Vicky laminated it in plastic, and then we set it in here. Now the way we did this, well, first thing I want to mention on here is the fact that I normally do my background black here, but every time I've done that and I poured it with resin, you can't really see the depth of it. You can't really see that it's carved, because the black kind of hides all that. So I decided to go ahead and leave it natural. I like the black edge, because I wanted to kind of frame it out, but I decided to leave the carving natural. So it's carved about 1/4 of an inch deep. You can't really tell it's carved that deep, but you can definitely tell it's carved. I decided to go with my standard background. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, because this is wormy maple, it has a lot of little wormholes. And if you guys don't know how that works, what happens is every time a worm goes through there and dies, it stains the grain of the board. Like all of these little streaks, you can generally are in conjunction with some wormholes. So I had to fill those all early on before I started doing it with the Starbond medium brown and the accelerator, which worked really, really well. I had to fill them probably 4 or 5 times, because the thing about pouring resin is if I didn't fill those holes, bubbles would have come out of there. They still came out a little bit, but we were, thank gosh I filled the holes a lot, because it really almost eliminated all the bubbles. But Vicky did her fantastic job on the resin. Super happy with the way this came out. It came out as close to perfect as I think we could have done. We just poured it yesterday, and I still have to do the back. I've got drips on the back, so I still have to sand these off, but I'm going to let it set for a few more hours before I sand that off. But I wanted to show it to you guys, and if you guys want to see us, I think that putting this picture in there was kind of an interesting way we did it. We put a kind of a thin coat down first, a flood coat, but it was thin. And we used Total Boat Tabletop, by the way, which is a great product. That's what we use, the tabletop, right? And great product. Again, Total Boat's one of our sponsors. Starbond's one of our sponsors. But we don't have sponsors for products that we don't use. I won't do that. But so the Starbond worked great. The Total Boat worked great. We put a thin coat down first. Then we let it set for probably, 3 hours? 2 or 3 hours. So it was still very, very tacky. You couldn't touch it. Then we went ahead and put the picture on. And Vicky used a little spatula to squeeze out all of the air bubbles from underneath the picture. And it just worked great. It worked really, really well. If you guys want to see us do something like this on video, let us know. I would have filmed this whole process, but I was really under the gun trying to get this thing done in time, because there was obviously a time limit, because tomorrow we're meeting Clay and the guys, and so it's kind of a guys weekend up in Vegas, and so because of that, I actually have to pick somebody up at the airport about the time we would normally be doing the live. So that's why there's no live tonight. Sorry, guys. We'll make up for it. But anyway, if you guys are super happy with the way this came out, I will hopefully be posting pictures, let you guys know how it went, what Clay thinks of it. I hope he likes it. And then we will be doing videos next week, obviously Monday and Wednesday we'll be doing videos, and we're kind of back into the swing. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Thanks again for the wonderful outpouring of orders that we got. I don't even know how many orders there were, but I would say it was in the hundreds. It was just amazing. Anyway, thank you guys so much. It warms our heart that you guys support us in that way, and all the ways you guys support us watching our videos. So thanks again, guys, and we will see you on Monday morning. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.